Welcome to the first Fandom Friday that All the Right Ways is doing. It's kind of dark in my room right now, but that's because I work today and I just got home, so I'm filming this video kind of late. I would like to talk to you about two fandoms this week. One of them ended, one of them began. So Game of Thrones and Pretty Little Liars. I don't know which one I want to start with. I'm going to say Game of Thrones because it makes me a little bit more happy to talk about Pretty Little Liars because it just started and I have more to hope for. So, Game of Thrones. I really want to read the books for Game of Thrones. I've mentioned that in a couple other videos because I love the characters so much and I would like to, learn more about them and sort of their personalities and where they come from, but I loved the finale. I thought it was great. I feel like it wrapped up a lot of loose ends. I don't want to give anything away because I've mentioned before that I hate spoilers, so I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. Dany's plotline, apparently everything that happens to her in this season was not in the book. They added that all in because otherwise she wouldn't have had a plot, is how I understand it. But I thought it was great. She's one of my favorite characters. I think she's a very strong female, and I like that about her. I also liked the little ending that Robb Stark had. Now, see, this is the thing. I have a crack ship of Robb Stark and Daenerys Targaryen because I feel like the King of the North and the Mother of Dragons should rule together, although I know that's never going to happen. That's not been confirmed, but I just know it's never going to happen. But wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't you love to live in a world where they reign supreme? Because I know I would. Overall, I loved the finale of Game of Thrones, although I'm a little bit upset that Joffrey's still alive as of right now, because I hate Joffrey. And Theon, from what I understand, is still alive. He was knocked out. That doesn't give anything away, but he was kind of knocked out. And but if Theon was dead, they would have made a bigger deal about it. So, two characters I hate most are still alive. Pretty Little Liars came back this week. Now, when Pretty Little Liars first came out, I thought it was stupid. I was like, who wants to watch that show? And then my friend said it was good. And so I watched it. And now I can't stop watching it because it's so good. I have this theory that A is one of the girls. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That could probably be so off because why would they do that to each other? But I feel like Allison treated each of them kind of like crap. You know what I mean? She played her favorites with them. So I feel like there's a lot of underlying issues there, and I feel like they could all be A and they just don't tell each other. You know what I mean? They could all and that's what makes them paranoid. It's like, whoa, there's someone else doing this stuff to these people besides me. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's probably a really stupid theory, but I just think it would be interesting if one of them ended up being A. I feel like maybe Hannah would have the most motives because Allison was so awful to her and none of the girls ever sort of stood up for her. I don't know. I could be wrong. The boys are back. Oh, Pretty Little Liars has the best male cast just because they're good to look at. It has nothing to do with their characters. Characters? Where am I from? I just love to look at them, Mr. Fitz. Oh, wait, he wasn't even in this episode, was he? Yeah, he was. I'm sorry. I'm breaking hearts all over. So Mr. Fitz is back, Toby's back. Toby is back. Now, is it just me, or does anyone else have a fear of when they're driving that Toby's gonna pop up in their backseat and be like, I have to talk to you? Because that really scares me sometimes when I'm driving at night. I feel like Toby's back there. Like Toby before we knew what we know about him now. I do have other fandoms that I would like to talk about, but these are the two biggies of the week, so I just wanted to make sure I mentioned them. If you haven't watched Game of Thrones, I'm sure you can find it on Project Free TV. I think it might even be on demand if you have HBO Go. I know it's on there. Definitely watch Game of Thrones because it's so good. The way I describe it to people is that it's The Tudors meets Chronicles of Narnia because it's very medieval, but there's also some kind of fantasy in it too. So if you like fantasy, do it up. And Pretty Little Liars, people think it's a girly teen drama, but there's a lot of mystery in it, and that's really fun. I will see you at some point this weekend because I want to do a NaNoWriMo sort of venting thing because I'm having issues with my Camp NaNoWriMo mess. So I'm going to vent this weekend at some point. So you will see me this weekend, and then I will see you again on Wednesday. So keep writing.